Back in action this Sunday after a 3-week break. Yourself and the team must be excited to get going again, Greg.
Yeah, we are. We've got a good week of training coming up now. The girls have had a couple of runs to do over Christmas as well. But I think the main thing was that, we got a lot of rest into players who, have taken some knocks and had some niggles over the last few weeks. So it's been a good time for them to sort of rest and recover, obviously enjoy themselves over Christmas. But yeah, like I say, we're looking forward to getting back to it this weekend and, doing what we can to get into a semi-final.
Well, we do start 2024 with a Gennaro Advan Trophy fixture. We travel to South Wales to play Swansea University. We've never faced them before, so they provide somewhat of an unknown quantity.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to play someone new and obviously go to a new ground that we haven't played at before, on grass as well. So, with the weather at the moment, it'll be interesting to see what that's like. So, that might be a bit of a challenge, might be a bit of a leveler. But yeah, something that we're looking forward to. We haven't had that long journey for a while. I think off the top of my head, October the 1st it was, Cardiff City away. So it's probably a nice little game for us to start easing ourselves back into that away travel. We've got a couple more later on in the month, so obviously this one will be a nice little one for us to get back used to that travel. But yeah, looking forward to it. And like I say, just a chance to potentially reach another semi-final is something that the girls are really excited about.
Well, October the 1st, you were spot on there, Greg. We travelled to Cardiff City. That was our last away game in South Wales. How will this long trip factor into preparations for the game?
Yeah, it's always a challenge. I think, the girls, majority of the girls now have done it enough times to know how to prepare for it. Swansea University obviously is probably going to be the longest trip that we'll have this year. So yeah, it's just a case of preparing properly the night before. Like I say, it'll obviously be in Swansea University's advantage us travelling that far on the day. So it's like I said, the girls are going to have to make sure that their attitudes are spot on in their preparation and when we arrive down there to make sure that we've got the best chance possible of winning.
Well, the New Saints do go into the game in good form, unbeaten in 6, won 5 of those and advance on penalties in the other. Does form factor into a cup game, or is it fair to say it maybe goes out the window perhaps?
Yeah, I think most cup games, form goes right out the window. Like I say, we're playing someone else. It's playing a team that we haven't played before, so no doubt it's going to be their biggest game of the season so far. So they'll certainly raise their game. They're always tricky when you're playing teams from the league below. So it's again, it'll just all come down to attitudes and players' decision making on the day. As long as we can do everything properly, then we'll have a great chance. Obviously, if we don't, then like I said, with them being on top of their game, they'll want to cause an upset.
Well, they did knock out Pontypridd United in the previous round, and they do play their football in the Gennaro Advan South. How easy has it been to find out any sort of information or footage maybe of Swansea University?
Yeah, again, it's been a struggle to get any sort of footage. I've looked at results. I think they're sort of mid-table in the league below. They've had a couple of heavy defeats as well along the way. So yeah, there's no question that we should be strong favourites. But like I said before, it's a one-off game, cup game. Anything can happen. So it'll just be down to who prepares properly and again who makes the best decisions on the day.
We have reached the semi-finals of the Advan Trophy in each of the last 2 seasons. I know you've spoken about your desire to do well in the cup competitions this time, so I guess you want to do even better this time around.
Yeah, no, it's certainly our aim is to not only get to a final, but certainly lift our first bit of silverware since joining back in the Welsh system. And I think we've got a great chance. It's we've proven on our day that we can mix it with the likes of Swansea and certainly Cardiff like we did this year. For large spells of the game, obviously we came out 3-1 losers on that day, but certainly the way we played for a large chunk of that game gives us confidence that we are certainly able to beat them if we're able to perform like that for 90 minutes, which I know is easier said than done, but certainly we're in the strongest position we've been in and certainly got the best chance possible of lifting silverware.
We have had a couple of weeks recovery time since our last game against Cardiff Met, so what's the injury and availability situation looking like?
Yeah, everyone's looking really good. Everyone's available. Chloe Shirley's the only one who still won't be available, but she's obviously getting closer day by day to potentially being back by the end of January, which would be brilliant. She's worked really hard, but other than that, everyone else has sort of, really benefited from 2 weeks, 3 weeks without a game, and those knocks and niggles are certainly close to 100% now.